Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, the founder and owner of Tech Reviews and Help, and today I am reviewing an Android application. This is a LiveWallpaper. It is for $1.25 and it's for all Android phones from 2.1 and up. I can't remember when this application first came out, but its last update was in January 27th, 2012. Today is December 11th, 2012. So it's a while back, but the actual application is very stable and it doesn't really need anything, so there's no purpose of it having another update. But the overall application, as you can probably tell from the main picture up here, the application is a live wallpaper of the solar system or a solar system. It includes everything from planets, asteroids, comets, solar flares, the sun, different planets, like from, say, whatever random solar system. I believe Pandora is actually in one of the settings. And you can pick and choose some extra effects. Like, for example, if you play music, will that affect the actual live wallpaper as far as changing colors of the planets and stars and whatnot, or will it do nothing? And we'll get into the actual application right now. Many of the reviews I have, you'll see this background, and this is actually the live wallpaper. So we get into the actual thing, and if it's a little blur or whatnot, sorry about that, but this is actually the best camera I have, and given that the site and everything's for free, I kind of really can't buy anything new without going directly out of my pocket. Anyways, the first settings on here, it shows a basic introduction to the actual bottom of the settings. And we can get into the simulation settings. Simulation settings include everything from solar system type, is it random, the scale, show comets, asteroids, the actual orbits. Do you show the orbit rings around the sun, or do you have it off, or do you have it only when music's playing? You can show the width, the scatter the planets. Does it randomly show up whenever you load this application up? And you go all the way down to the spin of planets. The background is the showing stars and nebulas. The star settings go from everything from the color, star size, the flares, and on the star size I advise you to keep it as small as possible, because if you keep it any larger than small, some of the flares could actually engulf the planets, and that's not realistic at all, because if they really engulf the planets, the planet would not be there anymore, or it shouldn't. The planet settings is anything from clouds, ring shadows, ring colors, rocky rings, and gas giants, swirls and gas giants. Most of this I have not seen any actual, like, you can actually unselect all this if you wanted. I have not really seen too much on that, but that's also probably because I haven't been paying too much attention in those areas. The view and interaction, you can go from anything from the cameras to the lens flare to the rainbow effect of when you look at the light. You get that effect every time that you look out into the telescope. If you look out in the telescope and look at the nearby stars and look at the nearby system, planetary systems, and If you have a strong enough telescope to look at nearby solar systems, you get that effect. And that's just a matter of the angle if you're looking at the light and so on. This is the tour of the solar system. You go anything from just wandering around, your preferred view, your to the ride behavior, to the transition time, the interaction. It's anything from a tap view, which means every time that you tap the screen, it will either go to a different planet or the sun or some other view of the solar system. The random tap view, it's that, but it randomly picks a place and select that. Does tap supernova. Basically every time you tap it in the center of the screen, the sun goes supernova. And this is not really a huge effect. Basically the sun goes red and it blows up, but nothing else happens. It goes back to normal. The swipe view, it acts like any other wallpaper where you swipe left and right and you get a little more or a little less of the wallpaper. And then you got the music, what happens when you play music. And this is what I was talking about, changing color of the stars, the visualization. Basically visualization is like the wavelengths of the sound wavelengths, and that would be on the orbital rings around the sun. The pulse star size, that will pulse the actual star, depending on the beat and whatnot that you got going on. I won't show this because I don't really want to be yelled at for, or to have a lawsuit for playing music that I don't have a license to. It's kind of ridiculous that we're in that phase this day and age. But we got the actual speed, the formation, which I was talking about. Anyways, the actual application is this. And it'll just give you a guide. You got comments shown on the screen. And see the flares, or the lens flares. When you saw that little hexagon thing, that was a lens flare. That's the type of lens flare. Another one is a star. If you look at the comment, there's a little star looking. That's a narrative and flare. I haven't really seen the other type of flares, but I know if you look at it hard enough, you can probably find them. The actual wallpaper, let's go through. You can see it has different views as you swipe through. And that's pretty much it as far as this LiveWallpaper goes. Now, again, if you are suffering from battery strength or some other problem, then you might want to stay away from this. You can get this again for $1.25. It's best to get it and be able to refund from the actual application if you don't like it. It's a very quick go through, like I just gave you. So I'm pretty sure that if you don't like it, you don't figure out in the first little while, and there's always going to be someone that doesn't like it. But as for myself, I say it's an actual buy. I had this application on my phone, and in fact I had this application on my past 2 phones, and I enjoyed it so much I still use it today. Anyways, this has been Craig Bennett from Tech Reviews and Help. If you got any questions, leave a comment or feel free to email me.